Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. So, are you trapped or engaged in motherhood? I just want to talk more about motherhood, childcare, and the things that should inspire us to do the same. I like the ideas that I have found on the internet about motherhood and about homemaking. Now, listen to me. I think some of these ideas go a bit too far because when somebody tells you that, give up your ideas or your dreams in order to bring up children, I think that goes a bit too far. Because you don't have one dream. That one dream you had of becoming a doctor is the only dream you had. You can't dream another dream that can come true while you're mothering. In your motherhood, don't you come up with other ideas about childcare and other things that you'd like to share with people? And why does it have to sound like you gave up your life for your children? Who will, in fact, one day when they grow up and then they hear you saying that you gave up your life for them? No, no, don't talk like that, because there was an idea that maybe the idea of a career, maybe you even graduated in that law, or you graduated in what history. For me, I was doing history and tourism while I was in university. But I cannot say that I gave up my dream for my children, because their dreams, I have more than one talent, honestly. Yeah, I have more than one talent, and what I have been able to do some few things to make money that have nothing to do with history, have nothing to do with tourism. Have Before that, I was doing a lot of culture and traditional dance, performing arts. I did some storytelling, I did some acting, and I did a lot of traditional dance for about 9 years, even into being a mother. Can I say that I gave up that dream because of my children? Can I say that my dreams have run out because I have children? I don't think that's fair to say, especially to your children, especially because, well, you are going to become a mother. When I was growing up, I knew I was going to become a mother. I really wanted to. In fact, I remember praying to God that whenever he can continue to tarry until I have children. Now, of course, I'm talking to him like, you can continue to tarry until I have grandchildren. But, of course, that's not up to me. And I'll be happy if he came. But are you saying that you have nothing more to give yourself, or nothing more that your mind can do to, because you have children now, it's not a good idea to dream? Now, this is exactly how I see it. There is another dream that you can still come up with, that you can still fulfill when you have your children. You will feel fulfilled when you chase this dream while you have children. Of course, we're not saying now that you stress yourself with something else while children are on your knees, but it is important to keep dreaming. Children don't have stones on their heads so that they won't grow. These children will grow, and one day you'll have so much time and you'll wish you had started some kind of thing. Then that time, you'll be dreaming. of what else you can do to support your family. You always need an income, and you'll always need to occupy your mind. So for now, if your mind is occupied by childcare, that is okay. Yeah, but that's for now. Like for the next 5 or 6, 10 years, then is that all the life that you have? You have to think about it that way. Okay, I have some few questions here I'd like to answer in this second half of the video, which have to do with motherhood. Like, what have I learned from my children? I've learned from my children that they are completely different. I have one child who is very thoughtful and pensive. He spends a lot of time thinking, creating, and thinking of new ways and new ideas of even just what he's going to wear, or how to organize his room. He loves collecting books. He likes to have a well thought out wardrobe, and he likes things which are organized. Of course, he has things that he wants to do quickly, and sometimes it's frustrating because sometimes there's no time. Like, he's in university and he doesn't have like all the time in the world to work on his hobbies. Like, for example, he crochets and he plays the guitar. He's been a content creator before. I think he's planning to go back to it. He feels he needs more resources for the whole thing. I have a son who is very creative, very musical, and very into sensory things. My second born is autistic. That's like the 20th time I'm saying it in a video. Now I want you to listen to me. I don't mean to embarrass him by saying several times that he's living with autism. I mean to honor him. I'm never going to hide him. So that one will just be part of conversations, and it's just okay. I don't think I'm embarrassing him, and I don't think it's something to hide. The same way I've said the other one is in university. This other one has his challenges with social anxieties. His birthday is coming up. We are going to have to get for him some friends. He's not good at making friends. So that's what he's struggling with. My daughter is very calm, very nice. As in, if you want somebody to calm down a room, that is the lady for you. Yeah, she's 13 years old, and she has her specific things that she likes. She likes her neatness. She likes her colors. She's into crochet also, just like me. And she's very artistic. She's very into drama and music and dance. I think she's one of the best dancers. No, she's the best dancer in this house. So, but also, I'm sure she can do great things out there. I'm also interested in my youngest son's really inquisitive mind. He asks so many questions, and I'm interested in knowing, this fact-finding missions he goes on. What kind of career can somebody, because I think, of course, he can become journalist. Okay, I feel like one day I'll need to give him career ideas which I think align with his talents. And I love the fact that he really feels that he's going to do something groundbreaking, because he says he's going to be an inventor. He says he's going to discover something. So I'm interested in that. I'm really interested. Maybe he will give some good ideas in places where people are stranded with discoveries. Yeah, he's a brilliant guy. There are people who call him professor, and he's only 10, and I think he's going to go places. What gives me the most joy as a mother? Oh my gosh, it's been such a journey, an adventure. I love these people. They are very creative. They fill my day. whenever I wake up wondering what the day is going to be like, at the end of the day, normally it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And they are okay. They are okay. They make it fun. When I was employed, I used to come home at around 5:30. So it was like it was pretty clockwork. We would come from work. My commute was about 40 minutes, 45 minutes from the office to my bus stop that's near my house. So I would come and I'd be saying, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Who is cooking that ugali? I can't believe I have to light that jiko, or I just saying I can't chop those vegetables. I'm tired. But when I come home, I find first they have homework, they need help with it, and when they start talking, it becomes like this energy. They pour into you some type of let's keep going, keep going. So the 5:30 tired mom that I was, by 8:30 we've had all these activities, we've had dinner, maybe even washed dishes and even had a story time together. And I remember sleeping at around 10:30 or 11, wondering where has all this energy come from. It's like they give you a second wind, a second wind to keep going. And just as soon as you think, I'm too tired, you know, they kick in and, they tell you, what's for supper? Then you're thinking, oh my gosh, they're hungry. They need something to eat. And that's how it goes. They are joyful. I think I have very thoughtful children. Sometimes I think they overthink things, but that's just like their mom, which is in order. I have two ideas I want to give um, mothers. Find ways to enhance your child's emotional growth. My children are good at expressing their feelings, except when they think I'm upset, at which point now they hide the feelings, which is not funny. And I have to go into it and bring it out of them. Physical, yeah, it's important that they eat good food. I mean, balance the meals. I'm having challenges with that because people here like starch. You put rice, they put more rice than veggies. You're having spaghetti, they want more of the spaghetti than the veggies. So, but we are trying. We are trying. We have members of my family who need to lose weight. We are into that, and their mental health. If you can sense that your child is stressed, even if they can't explain what their stress is, make sure they get some rest and give them some comfort, something to distract them. Do what you would do if you were stressed, so that they can calm down and be able to express themselves. Or maybe they'll get another perspective and find that the thing that was stressing them was not that important. Okay, I'm into milestones. Ever since I've joined a community of parents of children with disabilities, I have realized that milestones don't happen at the same time for every child, but it is important to celebrate them when they happen. It's important to celebrate when they happen. Um, for example, if a child has finally learned to tie their shoes, uh, celebrate them. Tell them, wow, it's been so long and now we have come through, and it's good to show interest. I have been counting the years that I have been a mother. So my firstborn son is 20. Second born is turning 16 in 2 days. My thirdborn is 13. My lastborn is 10. So what's 20 plus 16 plus 13 plus 10? That's the number of years I have been a mother. Now, I know the years, go together. But when my children are talking about me as their mother, they won't say my mother, what she will, my mother brought me up. That's how they will say. My mother brought me up. My mother brought us up. But it will be individual for them. You see, so for me, I think I'm raising 4 children. But when they're thinking about it, they know they're talking about my relationship with that particular child. So in those, I have been given so many years, in those 20 years that I've been a mother, and it synergizes, because in the end what you teach ends up with 4 people. If you have taught one child how to make chapati, then what that one child ends up teaching another child and another child how to make chapati. You have taught 4 people how to make chapati, and it becomes big. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than what I was expecting. I am so grateful to God about this change of perspective. There was a time I was feeling like I am wasting a lot of time hanging around the house and washing dishes and such things. But the synergy is important to me. In the end, what I know is transferred to 4 people. To me, that is profound. It's profound. Give it the perspective it deserves. You have given your time to this, and it's not that you are trapped. You are engaged. You are engaged. Your time is it's an appointment you have with your child. Mothering is an appointment you have with this child, and God has given you a child whom you should feel as a gift, a heritage. Psalms what says that children are a heritage from the Lord. A heritage is not like a something. Like a heritage is not a small thing. A heritage is a big thing. These are people who will remember you. Now, for example, I have 4 people in my life who will never forget me. Should I pass away now, I'm the most important person in their life. And it's, to me, a very big game changer. I'm into it, and I'm into what I'm feeding their minds, their hearts, and their stomachs also. And it's intense. When you think about it, it's a big job. It's a big job. Of course, there is the spiritual aspect of it. I try to teach my children prayer, Bible study. I teach them fellowship, that one definitely. I want them to be the kind of Christians who like church, not the kind of Christians who would rather not go to church. Yeah, of course we are struggling with that sometimes. When they are teenagers, they struggle with it. Then sometimes when they are younger, they get bored or whatever. But in the end, my point is you need to fellowship. Fellowship is important as a social skill, as a spiritual nurturing skill. The best thing about being a mom, I've just said it, how you teach people things and you watch them doing it the way you do it, and you realize that you have transferred what is in your mind to somebody else's mind. That is big for me. It's very big for me. I think it's that thing. It's that thing that blows my mind about being a mother. And I'm glad that I've been able to I'm the kind of mother who likes to inspire and encourage, and that's what I'm doing. So for every reprimand you give, make sure you're giving 2 or 3 encouragements, so that it's forward, not backwards. Yeah. What my mother taught me. Yeah, that was my mom. My mom was lead. I'm going very fast. You need to follow me very fast. That is how my mother was. When she meant to do something, she just went. She went at it, she pointed to it, and she went towards it. And that's exactly how my mother was. And she would say that, who are you learning when you'd be sluggish or discouraged or you don't feel like studying? So she would wonder, who did you learn that from? I'm not the one who taught you that. Which family have you grown up in? Is this where you have learned how to give up on life? No, you can't tell her you have given up, because we didn't learn from her how to give up. And I saw her have some very sad, very dark days. Sometimes career wasn't going well, but when it was, she was saying, "Yeah, why I was sad is because I knew it could be better, and I was waiting and wondering when it's going to be better." And that was my mother for you. If I could copy one thing from her, is that encouraging, encouraging the drive in somebody else's life. That is what I would be doing. And I hope I have encouraged a mother to change their perspective. If you've been feeling discouraged or drained or like your life disappeared, your identity is gone, this is how you need to see motherhood. It is the best thing that has ever happened to you. It is the best thing that has ever happened to you. And that person who is depending on you, clinging to you for every word, whatever you say is what they believe. Make sure you're giving them what they need. Yes, that's the light. It has gone off. So I'll see you in the next video. And thanks for watching. And God bless you and have a wonderful Christmas.